Oftentimes, medical personnel are relaying information that is not exactly accurate, and our patients don't know how to ask those questions. And so educating people about what these tests mean and why should you have them and what are you going to do with the results. We have 2 patients and a volunteer just in the last year that were all given abnormal results on their AFP test. They were all told that their baby would have Down syndrome. Not one of them had Down syndrome. All of their babies were born normal. And so it's important to find out what do test results mean. We have a patient who was told her baby had no brain. That's called anencephalic. As it turned out, her baby was perfectly normal. She chose not to have an abortion. But we do know that a lot of parents are told during their AFP test that their baby may have a condition called Down syndrome. A person with Down syndrome is a person who oftentimes lives a very perfectly normal life, and they're a blessing to so many people. And so to get a diagnosis of your unborn baby having some kind of an abnormality can feel very confusing, but it doesn't necessarily a negative thing. And God is amazing how He can use those kinds of lab results to change people's hearts and minds. And it makes me think about one of our volunteers who got one of those phone calls. And she went to prayer immediately on that, and her family, and they prayed over that, and they became so excited to be used by God to help a child that may have some kind of a handicap. And they actually became excited, looking forward to that. And she shared with me she had 2 children already, and I think 11 and 13-year-old, and they actually were arguing over which one of them was going to take care of this little sister they were going to have when she needed someone to take care of her. So I think that being educated that just because you have an abnormal lab test during your pregnancy is not a punishment or a curse, that oftentimes it's a blessing.